Space, the final frontier. Today we embark on an intergalactic journey into the world of Star Trek gaming, where creativity knows no bounds. Welcome fellow explorers to LT Gaming. I'm Luke, your captain on this thrilling voyage of discovery. In this episode we'll be counting down the top 8 Star Trek mods that have transformed our gaming experiences, boldly taking us where no gamer has gone before. From immersive ship designs to breathtaking planetary landscapes, these mods have injected new life into our favourite Star Trek games. Brace yourselves for an adventure filled with stunning visuals, captivating storylines, and gameplay enhancements that will have you shouting, "Make it so." Whether you're commanding the USS Enterprise, engaging in epic space battles, or exploring strange new worlds, these mods have redefined what it means to play in the Star Trek universe. Before we engage Warp Drive, make sure to subscribe to LT Gaming for more interstellar content. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you never miss a transmission. Get ready to set your phasers to fun. That was a step too far. As we dive into the top 8 Star Trek gaming mods. Energize. Before we start, I just want to throw in one caveat, and that is that mods can be very difficult to install, and I'm really not that technical. In fact, with many of these mods, sometimes I'm just fortunate that they work. To make this list even bigger, there are 3 honourable mentions. I just haven't played enough of them to put them on the list yet. One is Star Trek Armada 3 for Sins of a Solar Empire Rebellion, the other one is Stellaris New Horizons, and finally we have the plethora of mods available for Birth of the Federation. The base game is brilliant and I plan a classic review on it in the future. I just haven't had time to delve into all the various mods that I have installed on this one, so I'm going to leave it off the overall list. Coming in first is the Ultimate Universe mod for Star Trek Legacy. Now the base game is a little bit divisive, it's not that solid an experience, but this mod adds some absolutely brilliant ships and scenarios from the Star Trek universe. I actually made a video on this one where I think I played out the Wrath of Khan scenario. I'll link it in the description below. Essentially, this mod takes what is a mediocre game and turns it into a brilliant one. Not only is there a wealth of added content, but you have an expanded fleet, enhanced graphics, faction diversity, and a huge number of bug fixes and balancing carried out overall. If you're looking for that ultimate legacy experience, this is the mod that you will want to pick up today. Next up, we have Star Trek Elite Force 2 and the Remastered mod. Now the base game is not that amazing. I recently picked it up on GOG and I was wondering what was out there and I came across this particular mod. It completely rebuilds all of the textures in the game and provides an advanced level of support for different hardware. It very simply takes what is a very old looking game and brings it up to modern standards. Now of course it's still working off the base game, so don't expect Star Trek Call of Duty style of graphics, but us fans will take what we can get. Not a huge amount to say about this one, apart from the fact it makes picking up Elite Force 2 on GOG definitely worth it. If I remember correctly, the installation process was a little bit finicky, so you may have to be patient while you try and get it working. Next up is the Star Trek Alliance mod for Star Wars Empire at War. There's a really simple description for this one in the Steam Workshop. It replaces the Star Wars stuff with Star Trek stuff. It is of course a complete conversion of the game Star Wars Empire at War, which even if you just want to pick that game up, it's a really great Star Wars game. Now, however, you can enjoy everything from the Star Trek universe in its awesome skirmish mode and campaign. Yes, you heard me right, you can even play 3 really big Star Trek campaigns in this one. Also, if you just want to jump in and enjoy the flavour, there are land and space Star Trek themed battles. The music also is just incredibly immersive. A brilliant mod that's kind of a sleeper. I didn't know about it and only recently came across it. I really do think it's one of the unknown gems of this list. Moving on, we have the Starfleet Command Upgrade mod 3.3 for Starfleet Command 3. Once again, this is one that I've done a full video on, so you should definitely check that out. It adds so much to the base game. The modder clearly wanted to expand Starfleet Command 3 to its full potential, and it adds 3 new empires and ships from 10 new cultures, several new missions, skirmish scripts, overall faster gameplay, and much improved graphics. A massive bonus for me is that the mod makes the game support widescreen resolutions and makes it also compatible with Windows 8.1 and 10. So all you really need to do with this one is go to GOG, as the mod supports that version of the game, download the game, get the mod, follow the instructions, and start enjoying a really robust version of Starfleet Command 3. I have to say, one of the highlights for me in this one is just loading up various battles and playing them out. The next mod in the Star Trek gaming universe is actually a collection that you can get for the Homeworld Remastered game. The mod is called Star Trek Chronicles, and you're able to download one for each era of Star Trek. For instance, if you want to play in the timeline of the original series, you would download Star Trek Chronicles 2250. If you prefer something more modern, then you can go for the 2380 version. In this instance, I really like that they've kept the timeline separate because it creates a more immersive gameplay loop overall. For instance, let's take the latest Star Trek game, Star Trek Infinite. One minute you have a Miranda class, the next you upgrade to the Voyager or Intrepid class, and it just makes no sense. You could say it breaks Continuum, and that's a nice segue into the fact that this game was based off an older mod called Star Trek Continuum, so it has a really good legacy behind it. There's absolutely no reason not to go away, pick up a cheap copy of Homeworld Remastered if you don't own it already, download your favourite era from Star Trek and start playing this mod today. Klingon Academy is without doubt one of the best games in the Star Trek franchise. There are many people on the channel who even like to try and convince me it's better than Bridge Commander, and sometimes I can agree with them. That led me on an adventure to check out the Next Generation Academy mod, of which I made a video. This mod is very simple. It adds a bunch of TNG era ships and races to Klingon Academy, including Federation Klingon, Romulan, Riemann, Cardassian, Dominion, Breen, Borg, Ferengi, Sona, and many others. That was quite fun to say. In fact, the total number of ships added to the base game runs into the hundreds. Truly impressive. Trust me, there is hours of fun available here. Just fire up the game, jump into the simulator, and play out your dream Star Trek battles. I think I really need to do more of them on the channel. Comment below if you'd love to see it. The base game can actually be very difficult to get hold of, so jump into the Discord and I'll see if I can help you. Basically, if you're a fan of what Klingon Academy does and you're a bit tired of the constant Bridge Commander battles that are out there, this provides a real new flavour and tactical experience. So awesome to control all of the different systems on your ship. It definitely is deeper than Bridge Commander. This next mod makes picking up Star Trek Armada 2 an absolute must. Fleet Operations is a popular skirmish and multiplayer total conversion modification for Activision's real-time strategy game. The first public version of Fleet Operations was released in 2003, and today version 3 includes a whole new user interface, an updated game and graphics engine, and completely replaced ship models. There are 5 balanced races with totally new gameplay and tons of new possibilities, completely converting Armada 2. To be honest, it's so different it may as well just be a completely new release. The modification features 200 new ships and stations, with dynamic tactics, avatars, ship experience systems, mixed tech, and the ability to warp in. It has a fully supported and improved AI. There are engine enhancements, widescreen support, an improvement to the sound engine, and the ability to play online. In fact, 99% of all models, graphics, sound, scripts have been rewritten or replaced from the original Armada 2 game. Look, you get the picture, it's absolutely brilliant. Go out and buy the game on GOG and get the modification. I'll link the website in the description below. And coming in at number 1 on the list is of course Star Trek Bridge Commander, the Remastered mod. Now let me caveat this by saying the Kobayashi Maru mod partners with Remastered at number 1 also. I just want to primarily focus on Remastered because it absolutely blew up on our channel last year. In fact, we did a video with over 100,000 views. I think one of the biggest in the Remastered space in 2023, if not the biggest. Alright, that's enough bragging, Luke, let's move on. What is actually in this mod? Bridge Commander Remastered creates a screen-accurate and canon-compliant enhancement of Bridge Commander that greatly expands the combat options in quick battles but also allowing for a completely playable and enhanced single-player story. All the stock ships have been replaced with more detailed versions, and you can pick up even more of these on the various modification websites. In fact, there are a number of very active modders out there who are converting many ships into the remastered format. So it's really got to the stage where you can include as many ships as you want into your remastered install. You also have the choice to play the Kobayashi Maru mod, which is still a great option in 2024. The two others I would highly recommend are the Quintessential and Total TOS mod, though both can be very difficult to install. Of course, if you're into Star Trek Bridge Commander, this is the channel to follow as we feature many videos on the game. Ultimately, if you're interested in the remastered mod, I have an upcoming video where we talk about what you can do with it in 2024 and the upcoming features of the new version which will release this year. Star Trek gaming fans, you do not want to miss that one. So there we go, LT gamers. As we conclude this interstellar adventure, I want to extend a heartfelt thank you for joining us on this voyage. Your support and enthusiasm makes these explorations into the gaming universe all the more rewarding. Before we sign off, don't forget to engage that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. That way you'll always be the first to know when we uncover more hidden gems in the gaming cosmos. Your feedback and suggestions fuel our mission, so keep those comments coming. From the bridge of USS LT Gaming, I'm Luke signing off. Live long and game on, my fellow space explorers. Until next time, may your journeys be filled with infinite possibilities.